Now, why career supercharged primer, you will ask me, and how it is related to employability. The important point here is whatever we do in careers, the amount, the whatever we get back in terms of money or whatever other means, social esteem or recognition or any other prizes or help. It all depends on how much value we are adding to the party who is helping us in monetizing it. For example, if I'm working in company will give me salary which is equivalent to the value that I'm adding to the bottom line of the company, and it is a very straightforward formula. So there is nothing to be hidden. So the point here is how do I make sure that people who are giving me something in return value my services and talent and abilities and experience. This is where employability comes in, because until unless we show what we have, people are not going to recognize, people are not going to understand what I'm capable of. And obviously if they don't understand what I'm capable of, they will not be paying me anything, nor money, no esteem, nothing. So that is why employability is important. So what is employability basically, which affects our careers so deeply? We need to understand first. So as you look at this tree, the employability is basically ecosystem wherein your skills are your branches and leaves and fruits. Then your trunk is your knowledge and your roots are your attitude, the way you want to utilize your skills and knowledge. It is very important. You may find it very simplistic. This is what it is very important. Let me just explain it in a better way. What is employability basically? Having a set of skills, knowledge and personal attributes that make a person more likely to secure and be successful in their chosen occupation. Now important point here is more likely to secure. More likely, I'm saying. The definition says more likely. That means there is a possibility, there is a enhanced or improved possibility that I will be differentiating myself from others, so that I get placed or I get opportunity before my competition gets it. So my employability is far better than others. This is what the employability is. So basically what employability is saying is how better I am from the rest of the competition, and why the company or the people who are looking for my services should hire me or select me, so that I can do a better job and in turn get paid better. So this is what employability is. Just to give example, if you look at this tree, the skills, knowledge and attitude. Now if all of these three are working in tandem, people tend to get successful. I'm not saying they are successful, tend to get. There are other factors that we'll discuss. If you have only attitude and skills and there is no knowledge, obviously there are problems. If there is only skills and knowledge and no attitude, then obviously you will be lazy. You have all the skills, you have all the knowledge, but you are not ready to apply it. You are lazy basically. And then if there is only knowledge and attitude and there are no skills, obviously then it is a problem. So until unless we have all these three aspects in place, the skills, knowledge and attitude, we cannot move to the next stage. And the next stage is there are four elements which basically bind employability together. We have seen the first one. The first one is employability asset, which is knowledge, skills and attitude, the tree that we have seen. The second important point is deployment of these assets. Until and unless this is where the rubber touches the road, as we say. So I have skills, I have knowledge, I have attitude, but until and unless I am ready to put it in the right practical application, there is no value to my potential. So my skills, knowledge and attitude is my potential. There is no point in getting paid for, there will be nobody to pay for my potential until unless I prove on the ground, in the field that I am capable of doing all these things by showing the result. So the first point was about the assets, the skills, knowledge, attitude. The second point is about putting all these three together, that is potential, in the real life application so that people can see the result. So deployment of these traits is the second important point. The third important point is the presentation or showcasing our abilities and skills to the right people at right time. Let me repeat. The first point was employability asset, which is skill, knowledge, attitude. Then the second point is utilizing all these three together and putting into real life application so that the results can be seen by people. And the third important point is once I have all these three skills, attitude and knowledge, and then I have already put in all the efforts and results are seen. The third important point is to showcase these results to the right people at right time so that they recognize that Nilesh has done this and Nilesh is capable of doing it. Nilesh has the skill, the knowledge and the attitude to complete this task and he has successfully completed it. It is very important because until and unless I show this, until and unless I represent this to the right people at right time, people will not know that Nilesh is capable of doing it. Nilesh has done it, because then there will be so other people who will be taking advantage of all the situation. They will take claim, they will take credit for all the work that I have done, and they will be shining in instead of me showcasing my talents and skill sets. So it is very important. Let me repeat: employability assets, skill and knowledge, attitude, then practically putting it in the practical real life application. The third point was showcasing this to the right people. The fourth point is personal circumstances, our background, our family background, social background, or geographical background, and the market conditions, external factors like market conditions, wherein I can be skillful, I may have knowledge and I may have attitude, but the skill that I have does not have any demand in the market. In that case, I should be able to anticipate such situations and try and change my skill sets, or try and acquire additional skill sets which are complementing my existing skills. Are you getting my point? For example, if I'm let me give you example of a banjo player. For example, banjo is a musical instrument that we use, that I have seen when I was a child in Mumbai. It used to get used very frequently, and people, let us say I have a skill of playing banjo. So if it is 1980s and 90s, I will be in demand because I have the skill, I have the knowledge, and I have the attitude to play the banjo very beautifully. But as we progress, there are other instruments that came in the market, and banjo basically got sidetracked. Now, if I cannot see that banjo is getting sidetracked, and at the same time I should be able to acquire certain additional skill sets, then I will obviously be thrown out of the market after some point in time. So when I can see that banjo is getting out of market or out of demand, if I learn to play guitar, or if I learn to play saxophone, obviously I can still survive in the market because I know banjo, I know guitar, and I know saxophone. So this is how we need to evolve over a period of time, and this is very important. If we can do all of these three factors together, then obviously our employability is skyrocketing. Employability assets, skills, knowledge, attitude. Second point is deployment of these assets in real life applications. Third point is showcasing these results to right people at right time. And fourth point is to keep ourselves updated so that we can change ourselves according to the market demand and background, the situations that are changing across the globe. And this is very important, especially against the backdrop of fourth industrial revolution, because things are changing so fast. Automation, 3D manufacturing, genomics, big data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine-to-machine learning, blockchain. These things are changing our lives beyond recognition. And until unless we reciprocate, and until unless we respond in the right aspect to these events that are happening, the outcomes are going to be very different. So this is what is employability is. And if we want to have outcomes of our choice, obviously responses need to be very specific, and events we cannot control. So only thing we have now is to respond to these situations positively so that outcomes can be of our liking, isn't it?